Hello, online crew. I hope you're having an amazing day, whether that's just starting or ending in your part of the world. But welcome to today's live, where we're going to talk about just some things moving forward. There's some marketers that have made some predictions about where we sort of see social media and what are some of the things that are going to happen post this crazy time that we are all living in at the moment. So I think this is quite important because if you take what I'm sharing with you today, it just sometimes just strips it back to really hone in on what's important. What should you be doing on social media that's actually going to move the needle forward? What are the things that marketers predicting that is going to be more important than ever moving forward? So I want to share these predictions with you because I agree with every one of them. How many have I got? There's just 5. But I want to share them with you because when it comes to social media, a lot of people are looking for the next shiny thing. Like, is it a group, creating a group and getting some interest there? Is it bots? Is it a Facebook ad? Is it engagement ads? Is it messenger ads? Is it, something to do with the algorithm? Like, everybody's looking for that thing that's going to make them successful. And it just doesn't work that way. This is very actually relevant to what I'm talking about this week in the coaching community regarding fighting your fears and the emotions of this industry, because none of that actually matters. It's skills that you can learn to help you do different things and maybe get some results in your business, but it's not going to give you a long-standing, stable business at the end of the day. Firstly, it comes down to you, and it comes down to the activities that you're doing. So let's deal with you first. So to deal with you, you need to be in our coaching community this week going through the boot camp. For I think it was close to 2 hours yesterday. Don't let that scare you. That should excite you about the amount of information that you can get to turn your business around, because it's not anything to do with an ad or social media. It's to do with you, the success in your business. So we had an awesome day 1 yesterday with our boot camp about fighting fear and the emotions of this industry. We're on to day 2 straight after this live. It's not too late to join us. You can get into our coaching community for $1 for a 3-day trial and have a look around. So I highly encourage anyone for a very small amount of money to go through some training like this, because that's what's going to make you successful. I sort of digressed there. That's not what I was talking about on today's live. But those of you in the coaching community, how did you find yesterday's training, day 1 of fighting the fear of this industry? Because I've got some great stuff for day 2, and I've got even more great stuff for day 3. So I hope you're enjoying that training, guys. But we will be going on to, in this live, some predictions. So what I would recommend you take from this live is have a think about what the predictions are and to how you can utilize that for your actions moving forward. Because you can do a lot of learning, you can do a lot of training, you can listen to all my lives and take in a lot of information, but unless you actually do anything with the information, it doesn't mean a cracker. It's not going to help you move the needle forward unless you're actually taking the action. So out of these things that I'm going to mention in this live, it'll give you a little bit of a hint as to some of the actions that you should focus on. Okay, so stay with me. If we haven't met before, my name is Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain. This is just all a little bit of a fun for our community here, because we have the most amazing online crew community. So we are entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, those that are trying to build a business from home and want to use modern social media strategies to build their business. So I know in my business, I don't want to force anybody to buy a product off me. I don't want to chase people to, join me in my business. I don't want to send spammy messages in Messenger that I'll share something with you that's just happened actually in this live as well regarding that, spammy messages in Messenger. It's just not the way I choose to run my business. So when I can learn skills and I can marry that up with the right mindset and being worthy and deserving of building, 6-7 figure business as I desire, then, that's going to set me up for success. Okay. So anybody that's new to our community here, please make yourself known so we can give you a very special shout out, because we just have an amazing community here. So let's see who is here. We got Beth, and Beth sort of alerted some friends, which is awesome, Beth. Great to see you here. Hey, Mike, how are you? Gloria, good to see you on. Mike and Gloria are life members of our coaching community. Ford, can't get by on 4 hours sleep. We'll watch the replay of this in the boot camp. No worries, Ford. That's what the replays are for. You've obviously had a very late night of some sorts. Hi, Janet. How are you? Hi, Heather. Good to see you on. We've got Cynthia. Beth is here. We've got Crystal as well. Mel. We've got Malgazata. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name correctly, but it is beautiful, and welcome to our live. Good to see you on, Heather. Crystal's a life member of our coaching community. Yoo-hoo! Or woohoo, should I say. Hello, Patricia, life member. Lynn's one of the people in our VIP mentoring program. G'day, Ray. Great to see you on. Yoo-hoo, back at you. Michael, now I can see you. Had to jump off and jump back on. Somebody said that yesterday, which was interesting. So if that happens to you at all and you can hear me but you can't see me, just jump out of Facebook, jump back in, and then you should see me. Last night was incredible. So Beth's referring to day 1 of the boot camp. It was fantastic. It was excellent. Shipmates loved yesterday's boot camp. Wait for what I've got for you today, guys. Hello, Cindy. Really enjoyed last night's training and looking forward to day 2. Awesome. Have caught up on yesterday's, looking forward to today's. Amazing. Love our community. Absolutely, Crystal. Hello, Helen and crew. I'm brand new and excited to check it all out. Awesome. So whoever you are that is brand new, welcome to our community. Now, I can tell you're watching from my group and not my page. So I'm broadcasting in 2 different places here. One is my business page and one is the free group. So if you're in the group, all you need to do so I can see who you are is at the very bottom of the description of this live, there is a link. It is streamyard.com/Facebook. If you click on that link, it gives the piece of software that I'm using permission for me to see who you are. You only have to do it once. So those that are new to our community, everyone has to do it just so I can see who you are. But welcome, welcome. Whoever you are, it's great to see you here. The people in the group will be able to see who you are, but I can't while I'm doing this live. So it may have been Christine from Beth's comment there. So welcome, Christine, if that's who it was. It's amazing, Helen Martin. Thanks. Implemented them immediately this morning, and I'm feeling great because of it. Oh, that's music to my ears, Heather. So Heather's learned something from yesterday's boot camp. She's already implemented it, and she's already feeling amazing. This is what sets you up for success, guys. It's not the shiny object syndrome. It's you, okay? Have no fear. I am here. Good to hear, Rick. That we've got Malgazata. How am I doing? You've given me a smiley face, but I'm not sure if I've still got the pronunciation correct. Christine, you have to get StreamYard permission. Christine is my friend. So, okay, great. It was Christine. So, yep, we've just explained that. And if you just click on that, that'll solve that problem. Hello, Susan. Great to see you on. So, let's get into the content for today. And welcome, Christine, to our community here. Great to have you part of our amazing online crew. So I'm going to go through 5 things. So this information has come from marketing professionals in the social media space. So it's not just one person, it's a group of marketing professionals. They've analyzed a whole lot of businesses. I'll give you some stats first because I just want you to sort of realize what's going on with sort of social media and businesses and stuff like that. So there's a Facebook report that's come out, and over 30,000 small businesses were interviewed, and they did some research on them as to sort of what's happened in the last few months with their businesses. So just take a snapshot of, just take this information in of where we're at. So job crises absolutely will carry on. for some time after, you know, what we're going through at the moment. So that's probably nothing new to us. We know that there's going to be issues with jobs and employment and people having the security of income for a long time coming yet, even if we don't have any new cases, you know, of COVID moving forward and everyone gets back to normal, which is not the case at the moment. A lot of places are going backwards. We are going to have job issues sort of moving forward. So a third of small businesses have had to have a reduction in their workforce. So this is where in this industry, there is, you guys know, there is so much opportunity around. Okay, so we know that people are losing their jobs. They're thinking about things they've never thought of before, like job security, you know, building businesses online. So there is massive opportunity for any of you, you know, in this industry, particularly going online. And with a stat like that, like a third of small businesses have had a reduction in their workforce. Some of those people will never go back into the workforce or have the opportunity to go back to where they were. So yes, huge opportunity. Okay. So 20%, 26% of businesses. So this is out of the 30,000 that were researched. 26% of those businesses around the world had to shut entirely. 26% is a huge percentage. So very sad times for business owners. Some people will want to get out. Some people will be looking for something different. Some people will never reopen their doors. I bet there's somewhere in your local area that you've seen closed down and will probably not reopen. Is that reality for you guys? Like, just let me know if that rings true for you in wherever you are living, in that you've seen businesses shut and, you know, maybe some of them will never reopen again. In some countries, 50% of businesses had to close. So some countries are affected more than others. So that's huge, 50%. Unfortunately, tourism and event-related industries are hit the hardest, including like hospitality. You know, anything to do with large crowds and people, you know, concerts, events, restaurants. There are some areas that are getting back to normal, but there are other areas that are going backwards. But tourism, hospitality, you know, a lot of tourism industry are now promoting for, you know, times next year and things are picking up again. But the immediate impact obviously has been there for those kind of industries. But 74% of those that closed expected to reopen, but it's not 100%, is it? So with all of that going on around the world, that's what we're talking about. What are the predictions social media wise for you thinking of building a business online? What should you be concentrating post this time? Because life will never be the same again, the way that we knew it. Like life will actually never be 100% the same again. Did you even know what the word social distancing meant 3-4 months ago, 5 months ago? Like social distancing is now a word that pretty much everybody living on the planet now knows. You know, wearing masks, those kind of things, you know, just keeping our distance in sporting grounds and stuff like that, like we're doing now in Australia. Like life will just never sort of be the same again. So how do we interpret that to what you should be doing on social media? So one, with those stats and what I'm sharing with you, obviously there's huge advantage for you. So we wanted to utilize that advantage, do the right activities, but not abuse it by sending, you know, spammy messages to people. Okay. So I'll just, before I forget, I'll share that with you. Do you guys remember, those of you that turned up with me live last week when I was away with the family, do you remember me doing a live and I actually read out a message that I received from somebody in Messenger? Didn't even use my name. Hey, you know, whatever, with some emojis. So they didn't even say Helen. It was a cut and paste message about somebody that said, I'm working on something huge. We've got some information in a group. Wouldn't you love to be a fly on the wall? And if this person is listening, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to embarrass you in any way. Nobody knows who you are. I'm just trying to use this as an example of what gives our industry a bad name with these kind of messages. So not addressing somebody by their name is the biggest no-no. Even when you're replying to people on social media and it actually tags the person in their name, I still use people's name. So let's say like Crystal's, Mark's, she's written sort of masks required in most any store here. So I could go back to my live, reply to Crystal. When I reply to Crystal, it might automatically pick up a name and tag her. I'll still say something like, yeah, isn't that interesting, Crystal? Or isn't it a shame, Crystal? Or something. I'll still use her name. Or it's tagged her and I'll still go, hi, Crystal. Yeah, thanks for sharing that with me. It's interesting to know what's happening in other parts of the world. So I still use people's names when Facebook's already tagging the person, not every time, but using somebody's name and addressing them as a human being is just absolute minimum that we should do on social media. So this person hasn't used my name. I gave this story last week, so I'm not going to repeat everything that was said in the message. So because I was away, I normally do reply politely and just give my point of view, but because I was away with the family, I didn't. So that one, I let that go. So it's still sitting in my messenger and I haven't replied to it. So this morning, in my part of the world, because it's morning, guess what I get? One word, all it says is interested with a question mark. So I've got 2 messages in my inbox from this person. The first one I've told you about last week. I'm working on something big. Would you like to have a look at it? That kind of thing. So what I get like a week later is one word that says interested with a question mark. So I've just spent some time replying to that person going, hey, normally I don't respond to these kind of messages. And I did say I'm not trying to be rude, because I'm actually not trying to be rude. But at least say hello to me before you pitch me. I'm not necessarily adverse to people pitching people or prospecting people on Messenger, but at least say hello first. At least use the person's name first. At least ask me how I am. So, hey, Helen, how are you going? How are you faring in this, in this COVID world at the moment? What's going on with you? Start a conversation with me. And then if you want to send me a spammy message, send me a spammy message, but at least treat me like a friend or a human being first. So don't get me wrong. I'm not opposed to people prospecting on social media and sending a message, asking them if they'd like to be part of their group. But address me by my name and ask me how I am, or at least just strike some kind of conversation first before you go there. Okay, so that's just a little side note, and that'll tie into what I'm sharing with you here. So marketing predictions. Number 1, social media in general. So social media activity, social media jobs, social media creativity, social media posting, social media, virtual assistants, any of those anything social media will be valued more than ever. So my message to you here, guys, is maybe you don't really know how to build on social media yet. Maybe you don't really know whether you're going to stay in the industry of network marketing. Maybe you just you're just confused, but you're just sort of plodding along on social media. Don't let this skill go. Do not stop learning about social media, because this is our future. If COVID is here to stay, which it probably is to some degree, people are relying on social media more than ever. This is a skill that you want to have up your sleeve. It's amazing how many people I can help just in business alone, even those in traditional business, because I know things about, Facebook advertising and, the algorithm and things like that. And I can give people tips and things like that. You never know where this could lead you with learning skills like I teach here on my page. So don't let that go. No matter what you choose to do moving forward, social media is the place to be in whatever capacity that may end up for you, okay? So don't let this slide. Keep learning. Always keep learning, because these skills are going to become more and more valuable moving forward, especially when we're moving more and more into, Zoom calls, and people working from home used to be a privilege. Now it's a normal. So, to work from home one day a week was, something that was a privilege. Now people are working at home 5 days a week because they have to. They've been forced to. So they're doing everything online. So do not miss that opportunity for you, yourself, your future, and any kind of business that you choose to build in the future, okay? Whether it's related to network marketing or online marketing or digital marketing or whatever. So just keep learning about social media. Number 2, video content will continue to rise, and production and demand. So video content, getting good at video content, teaching people how to do videos, producing cool videos. Like video on social media moving forward there's much more of a demand for that. This is what people are connecting with more than the written form. So more than blogs, more than posts, people are watching video more than ever before. Facebook had a 50% increase in people that are watching Facebook Lives in the 3 main months of COVID. So video all the step of the way. If you're still avoiding video, you're not doing regular video, you're missing out. Even if you don't know what to talk about, even if you don't really know what your brand is yet, just show up and talk about something. You've got an interest of some sort, just use your passions initially if you don't know what your brand is, and talk about something that, you like doing. Talk about gardening or cooking or something. Just show your face, okay? Video all the way. Obviously, if you want to build a business online, you need to work out your brand and have a business page and build that way. But at a minimum, just show up on video somewhere, okay? Number 3, there's only 5 of these. The more authentic the content, the better. We are in a time of crisis. There are people struggling. There are people losing jobs. There are people losing income. There are people wondering how they're going to put food on the table in the months to come. There are people struggling left, right, and center. We need to be empathetic to that, sympathetic to that, and have conversations with people about what's going on around the world without being political. You don't want to be political. That just gets you into trouble. Don't be afraid of sharing your views, but you don't want to have a highly political social media presence by any means. But what is showing up, and people that are winning on social media are more authentic. The quicker that you can get to be the most genuine, authentic you, and let your walls down on social media, and be a friend to people and show empathy to people and be a human before you're a marketer, you're the ones that are going to win on social media. Okay, so that's the prediction, is that the more authentic the content, the more real you are, the more genuine you are, good, bad, ugly. People that turn up on social media perfect 100% of the time, it's just not real, guys. Perfection doesn't exist. So somebody's showing up to you on social media and it seems like everything perfect. It's not actually real. I just heard yesterday, actually, there's 2 really high profile couples that are on social media. One's in the health and wellness space and one's in the personal development space. So they've shown up on social media as the perfect life, perfect couple, lots of income, everything's awesome. That's how they've showed up to social media for the last few years. And both of these couples have just announced their divorce. And there are people saying to them now, well, you couldn't have been that genuine and authentic with us if you've got to the point of actually announcing you're getting divorced. How many months and years were you having troubles? And yet they show up to social media acting like things are perfect. Like, you don't want to do that, because that's not real and it's not genuine. And people that are real and genuine will win on social media. So really important for you guys to remember. I know that you guys think you need to have success to show up on social media. I know you worry about what people think and think, who's going to listen to me? The people that don't want to listen to you are not worth worrying about. The people that do want to listen to you, when you're genuine and authentic on social media, you gain connections. When you have connections on social media, they'll get curious about what you're up to regarding your business, and they'll reach out to you. So this is where sometimes you need to strip it back, stop looking at all the shiny object syndrome, sometimes even just take a check-in with your Facebook advertising and go, okay, I need to show up as a real person on social media. I need to show up and talk about stuff that I care about and my interests and stuff like that. Yes, we want you to build a brand so you can get the right targeted people, but there needs to be a real person behind what you do on social media. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4, honesty, empathy, and social consciousness will win on social. Let me say that again. Honesty, empathy, and social consciousness. So just being social, in general, like, you get the word social media is actually meant to be social. It's not meant to be full of Facebook advertising and push your products, push your business, push your stuff on people because you want to grow your business. You want to earn some money in the business that you've entered, those kind of things. When you are honest, you show empathy to people, you show up and give value, you genuinely want to help people and solve problems for people, and you've got a social awareness and social consciousness around that on how you show up on social media, then you will win. Okay, 5th one. So 3, 4, and 5 are very closely related with what these marketers are saying we need to do in the future to win on social media, particularly post what's going on at the moment. Social listening and community engagement will be at the forefront of marketing strategies. I'll say it again. Social listening, not dictating, social listening. tuning into the people that are tuning into you, asking questions, doing polls, finding out what people's needs are and satisfying those needs. So really social listening, and community engagement. Community. Grow a sense of community. Doesn't have to be in a group, guys. I remember this from ages ago. I've shared this here on my page many times. I'll just repeat it again for those of you that haven't heard it. Somebody said to me a couple of years ago, because I was like, oh, I don't want to create another group. I've already got a few groups. I don't want to create another group. And this person said to me, you don't need to create a group to create a sense of community. And I'm like, okay. So I changed my language. I refer to you guys as our online crew community. We have a community here on a business page. Yes, I have groups, and I have my coaching community group and my free group, which some of you are listening from, and we have those senses of a community. But I also have a strong sense of community here on my page. So what am I recommending you do out of those 5 things? There is no more important time than to remember to be social. It's not these push marketing strategies that's going to make you successful on social media. It's pull marketing. It's drawing people in by who you are, the genuine person that you are, that shows empathy and compassion and gives value to people on a certain topic. What your topic is up to you. I don't know what that is. It's whether it's online marketing, it could be, building a business on the side, it could be health and wellness, it could be makeup, it could be finance, it could be weight loss. I don't know what your thing is. You got to work out what you stand for. But my tips for you around these 5 things, that the prediction is the people that do these 5 things will win on social media, is really concentrate on building a sense of community around a particular something. What do you stand for? What is it that you want to help people with? What is it that you, want to solve problems around, and be really genuinely authentic around that? It's not always about teaching people things. It's about being a human. When you're not feeling good or something's going wrong, talk about it, but, not in a complaining way, because if you're always complaining, people will tune out. If you're always, got problems in your life and you're talking about them, people will tune out. People are inspired by, people that are positive. It doesn't mean you need to be winning every step of the way, but people are inspired by other people that have got a positive outlook. Does that make sense to you guys? Like, you don't have to be really successful in your business for you to inspire somebody. You just need to want to help somebody in a particular area that you stand for, genuinely, authentically, not because you want to make money. If your focus is money, if that's why you're here, is you are driven by the dollar 100%, it's going to be hard for you to be successful, because it's just surface layer. When you genuinely care about helping people with whatever it is that you've got to offer to help people, and you show up and share that with people, like, I really care. And the guys, particularly in my coaching community and my VIP mentoring group, they know that I'll push them in a certain way, and I provide the training, hands-on training that I do for them, because I want to see them succeed. I really genuinely want to see people succeed in this industry in a way that is not spammy. I have a higher vision that I would love to see the professional of this industry raise. But we can't do that while there's still people out there sending spammy messages and doing tacky things. Okay? So that will be my my takeaways from this is, check in with those 5 things. Okay, I really need to strip it back a bit and concentrate more on these things, just to make sure you win moving forward on social media. And just remember, every step of the way, social media is meant to be social. It's not meant to be outright selling. Even the people that do, the gurus that sell very well on social media, it's because they've provided a hell of a lot of value for the most part, that people know, like, and trust them, and, all the rest of it. And something else that was interesting in this information that I was reading is take influencers so I'll just leave this thought with you. There are a lot of influencers, particularly on Instagram, that it's all about beauty and looks and fashion and things like that. And one example they gave is Kylie Jenner. Do you guys know who that is? Name's Kylie Jenner, but she's basically part of the Kardashian clan. Okay. And she shows up and she's, billionaire, got many different things, but it's all about outer beauty. And what they were saying in this research is it's not really about outer stuff anymore. It's really more about inner beauty and people getting to know people for who they are and what they can help people with genuinely. So it's just something to think about. It's not all outer surface selling image type stuff. It's when you can genuinely help people and show up and let people know that on social media. In the long term, you will win. If you continue to show up, most people give up before they get those kind of results because their expectations are all wrong. People come on social media and they want instant results. And if they've been in network marketing for 6 months and they don't have any results, they basically give up. A lot of people give up way too early, which is just the wrong way to look at our industry. Oh, Mel, you picked up on our training. It was that the day before yesterday when I was talking all about emojis. You got the emoji keyboard. I'm glad that live from 2 days ago helped you. Thanks for sharing that. Hey, Edith, how are you? Lots of businesses have closed their doors for good in our town. Not in my neck of the woods. Cutbacks maybe in the workforce, but I haven't seen anything closed out. I'm glad to hear that, Gloria. There are some parts of the world where things are not getting closed down. Good. Mask required in most any store here. Masks are mandatory, and some fit businesses are closing again. Oh, are they? That's such a shame. Social distancing replaced personal space. Yeah, basically. But social distancing is, personal space can be sort of here. But yeah, I agree, Gloria. Yes, I remember that message. I remember cut and paste. Absolutely. You just don't want to do cut and paste messages to when you're trying to get people interested in your business. It's just such a tacky thing to do. I remember that live and the spammy message. Yes, I remember that. Yes, I remember. Always use people's names. Wow, that's crazy. It makes me feel like answering with I'm fine, thanks for asking. Exactly. It just instills sarcasm, doesn't it, Susan? It doesn't surprise you. Yep, true. Always learning and love it. Heck, I can't believe I've been doing live videos for 3 years already. I love going live, and even with tech issues, I still show up 3 days a week. Amazing. It's just keep showing up, guys. Keep showing up. Then I should be a millionaire by now, and you will be one day, Gloria. Hey, Monica, how are you? You should have seen my live today with Christine. StreamYard wouldn't shut off, so we just had to go on, and we laughed about technology failure. We certainly weren't perfect, but it was fun. And hey, look, at the end of the day, when things go wrong, just laugh, because remember, everybody's watching. When you're live, everybody's watching, and it's not a good look when things go wrong and you suddenly lose the plot. So just laugh. Yes, we were. So fun. Oh, Christine's got her name up. Great. Well done, Christine, for navigating that. That's what I'm striving for on my business page, to create a sense of community. Awesome. So I'm going to leave it there, guys, because I've got less than 15 minutes to go and join the coaching community for day 2 of our Fighting the Fears and Emotions. We're going through fears, we're going through beliefs, and we're going through, there's a third one as well today. So I've got some great information for you guys. So if you are struggling, and you need to work on you because you're just not successful in your business, then please come and join us in the coaching community. Join that. The link is above. You can get in for $1, guys, for a 3-day trial. And even after that, it is next to nothing for thousands of dollars worth of training, practical training that I've got in there to help you move the needle forward and build your business online. So thank you for being here with me today, guys. I will see you same time tomorrow, coaching community. I'll see you in just over 10 minutes. Bye, guys.